Hello everyone. Today we're doing What If Kale and Caulifia were born in Universe 7. We're going to start this off with just a little bit of warning. I'll try to be as realistic as I can, just to let you know, and any of the other what ifs that I might try to do, because I got three other ideas. But we're going to start off with What If Kale and Caulifia were born in Universe 7. Now, in Universe 7, it's not like Sabara or Universe 6 where they just live out their lives because planet Vegeta was blown up by Frieza. So before that would ever happened, I would say that the story would be out like original. Bardock tries to say to the Saiyans after he was had this gut feeling of, you know, Frieza might blow up planet Vegeta, and two couples of, couples as partners uh heed Bardock's warning, and they send two Saiyan babies out into the open just by randomizing. Just to be on a safe side, they try to search some planets, and they found a planet that had a little bit of not too much ki, but some that they might actually grow strong. Now notice, since Kale is in the story, I'm going to switch it up. There is no Broly in here, since there's supposed to be one legendary or berserker Saiyan each that originated with that power. So we're switching Kale with Broly. So Broly will not be in this universe. He'll be in Universe 6, just on future notice. Oh, there. Never mind that. So we're just gonna continue. Once Frieza tries to or starts blowing up the planet, two Saiyan, three Saiyan pods start exiting. They don't want to risk. Uh, they don't want to bother with the Saiyan pods because Saiyans are pretty much weak, so they don't really notice them. Two of the Saiyan pods, which is Kale and Caulifia. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I try to pronounce it many times. Go to a planet called Yardrat. Now, I know what you might be saying. Why not Namek or Earth? Earth, I would say if they were to put on to Earth, I think the androids and everything else that would happen on there would be a little bit kind of a bit too OP. A little bit, maybe. And putting them on Namek would probably maybe be optional. Maybe if somebody wants to do that, if you want to do them type of stories, you're free to carry on. But I think putting them on Yardrat would give them a little bit free or a little bit of range, a little bit of power, but not too much. So let's continue. Once two Saiyan pods landed on Yardrat, destroying some of the buildings, not much. The Yardratians find these two Saiyans. They check their memories using their powers and spirit control to check their memories. They find out that the names are Kale and Caulifia. So they keep them with that name. And they start training them or taking care of them as best as they can. Once the training starts, they start using spirit control. They start learning how to use spirit control at about a age, I would say about 5 or maybe 6 years old. And they train and spar with one another to get themselves a little bit stronger. Being as Saiyans, just like Goku and Vegeta, which we says in Dragon Ball Super, Saiyans training with other Saiyans makes them a little bit more stronger. So, what are the powers they use to try to train with? Well, they'll probably do a little bit of instant transmission and a little bit of healing, which the healing might take a little bit more longer than the instant transmission because it took Goku about, what, a year or two to try to learn instant transmission. And then they'll also try to do spirit fishing, which that would probably be take a little bit more longer. Remember, I'm just doing this as what ifs. So do not go and try to, oh, he's doing it a little bit too OP. No, they're just trying to work on spirit fishing, trying to take energy from other fighters. So they haven't learned the basics. Suddenly they notice two power levels, very powerful levels, a planet nearby, but a little bit too far. So they can't really want to, you know, go over there real quick. So they sense these two energies fighting and clashing. Now, back on Earth, the story was original. There's no changes in the story thus far. So Goku still goes to Planet Namek to go restore his friends, restore Piccolo, all that jazz, beat Frieza, all that jazz and whatnot. Suddenly, a Ginyu starts to head towards yardrat. Luckily enough, two same girls, Kale and Caulifia, finally catch the Saint or the Ginyu pot. They don't recognize the symbol on it, and they sense a little bit of small energy. Not much, but enough to kind of spark interest. Unbeknownst to them, a man suddenly falls out the pod once it opens. It's Goku. So, they try to use their healing powers that they kind of got the grasp of it, but they haven't used on each other yet thus far. So they try to use their healing powers on Goku. Suddenly, Goku wakes up and finds out these two Saiyans. He realizes they still kind of have their tail, or they look like Saiyans. I guess we can just say that the Yardratians know that the Saiyans have this grade 8 form, I'm assuming, from probably their knowledge. I'm not for sure. Like I said, this is what ifs. So I'm pretty sure that the Yardratians probably already cut off their tails just to be precautious. And plus, we can keep their designs just like as is instead of just something random. So he asks how they got here. Well, they know pretty much their whole story from the Yardratians from what they can tell from their memories. Yardratians told them that they were sent here by via planet because the planet blew up during kind of almost the time that Goku was sent to Earth. So he kind of had an interest and started training with them and learning the techniques that they kind of learn. He still uses instant transmission, so we're not going to give him too much of a OP. He might try to get the grass off of healing, but they're still on a Leagues of Legends. But Goku actually shows them Super Saiyan. They're wondering how they can access this power. This power is amazing. Well, Kale tries, or Caulifia tries, and she tussles with Goku, and finally, sure enough, soon enough, she can access kind of Super Saiyan. And Goku's like, what if I try to kill Kale? Since they're more sister bonded than they are in the original Dragon Ball Super, I would assume that they are more sisters than they are of just, friends that act like sisters. So, granting this and that he can kill, she gets angry. Finally, she clicks into the Super Saiyan form. And Goku says, this is how you access that form. And she looks at a mirror and notices that she's now a Super Saiyan. And finally, once they go try to teach Kale, Kale can sense something. It's more powerful than Super Saiyan. And she's kind of afraid of it. Suddenly, she finally accesses her Berserker phone. And she's getting more powerful each and every moment that they try to fight. And Goku realizes this. So, to end it pretty much quickly, he tells Caulifia that, hey, just occupy her while I knock her out. Just silently, so Kale doesn't hear. Finally, it does work at some point. But they'll try to get that under control. So Goku tries to teach her how to kind of control that on a point. But suddenly, a message from or a indication of a life that has a signature key, a specific key that he recognizes. It's Frieza, and he's heading towards Earth. So, what do you guys think for thus far? I know this was kind of a little bit quick, but I only have to make 15-minute videos, so uh, try to make this real quick as best as I can. If you like this and you want me to continue more, click the like button. We're going for 100 likes since I don't have that much stuff and no, not enough people, so maybe I can continue working. But since it's all, since Vegeta is kind of not really in a relationship with Bulma, maybe we can pair him up with one of the female Saiyans. I mean, they're kind of the same age. Uh, and I might put them with another person, but if you're interested in that, I'll probably pin in a comment saying if what it will Vegeta get in a relationship with Kale or Caulifia or still be with Bulma. Uh, and you can click on the likes on that of which ones you like. And I'll put that in the comments as well too. Uh, of the main pin comment. And we'll see what this goes. All right. Thank you guys for enjoying the videos thus far, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.